welcome. Of course, you know it is D-Day. It's World Cup qualifications day. And of course, you know Jamaica playing host to Panama. Relax. 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 It was always going to be a daunting task going over to the Azteca. It doesn't matter what team the Mexicans have. It doesn't matter what team we had. It was always going to be a daunting task. And it was always going to be a dream to try and get a favorable result over in the Azteca. So, social media world, social media coaches, calm down. Relax. Some of you expecting or wanting us to play this expansive and pretty football in the Azteca. Come on. You really expected us to do that? Listen, everything was going good up until we conceded that goal in the 88th minute, and that's the only thing we can knock them for is the lack of concentration. At that point in time, the football should have get uglier. We should have played a whole heap of long ball, because at the end of the day, this is World Cup qualifier, people, and you needed the result. That's all. It wasn't about playing good. But today, definitely, with our strike force, with our midfield, we should be able to overrun this Panamanian team. However, previous results would have shown that Panama has been a very daunting task as well for us, because we have not managed to beat Panama in the World Cup qualifier for a long time. I think the last defeat Panama suffered by us would have been in 2019. Yeah, 2019 in the Gold Cup. So, but again, we're excited because Mikel Antonio is here, Rufy is here, and there's no doubt Shamar Nicholson has always been there, and they are in banging form. Antonio, leading goal scorer right now in the English Premier League, record breaker for West Ham, and so it's really nice to see him come in and finally accept. We hear the stories, and we hear out of the box stories and what happened and what could have happened and what never happened. Now he's here. I am one who was very critical of Antonio, because I just never see, but now I'm seeing his game a little bit change, so I can take my flag in for that. Nato and Miller them ever kill him upon that. But we can take a flag in for that. Antonio is definitely a good addition to the team. Rufy as well, experienced man, coming off an unbeaten run last season with Steven Gerrard and Rangers. So very good there. Shamar Nicholson, Bowser, the man is in form. And I just feel like finally, Theodore Whitmore finally can play two forward, power forward, and really go to win a game from the start. I just think with our strength and our size, with our speed that the overall team have, but especially our strike lineup, we should be able to put away this Panamanian team early 5 o'clock today Jamaica time. We should be able to do it. And I would find for Theodore Whitmore is that the midfield, I'm not sure how he will set the midfield up, because of course, you know, Ravel Morrison is back in the 23-man squad, and Anthony Grant, debutant in Azteca, would have done an exceptional job. General, I tell you, we never know nothing about you. We hear say you're 34 or 35, and you come from most Division 2 or 3, and a lot of flagging you get, a lot of flagging, but the man humble the critics easily. And all me I pray for General is that you don't try and overdo nothing. If you get back in the team, or we think you deserve a chance back in, but I just hope you don't try and overdo it. You understand me? Keep it simple. Do exactly what you said you were set out to do in terms of ball retention, handing over the ball to the more experienced man and the more flair players. You done that superbly well, brother. And I can tell you, since your debut on the day, one of the toughest games that you could have ever debut in, and I tell you, you do yourself proud. Big up Anthony Grant. I hope you're in. But Ravel Morrison will be in the squad, so definitely up for selection. Damian Lowe in the back is suffering some kind of injury, so he's out. We already saw Alvas Powell struggling and have a lot of kinetic tape on the back of his hamstring. But Alvas hold the ball too much. Alvas, I don't know how you become this type of player. You wasn't like that before, but we need to go back to just simple defending, my brother. Just simple defending, do your job, and help the team. Taxi, I know you've been out of farm, but you have struggled, to be honest. I know you can't find it, so it's just mentally. I don't know where you are, but that's my little struggle. That's the back line is the real issue. But I'm saying with our front line, if we go out and be on the front foot and be on the assertive, Panama should really trouble us. You know, Panama should really trouble us, to be honest with you. Because as long as we lock down the midfield and them can't pass the ball forward, then yeah. I'm not sure who is going to come in for Damian Lowe. Because we're kind of short round this, we're kind of short, to be honest with you. So I'm not really sure. But, as I say, with our front line, again, we can't stress it enough. We have two strikers that are banging form. We have an experienced man like Rufy coming in again, who's ready, coming from a well set up squad. Of course, you know, Steve Gerrard coach a team there. But you know, I just feel like we should overrun Panama as long as we go out there and feed off of Boza and Antonio energy. Because Boza always been the man. But Antonio, now that he's fresh, he's finally playing international football. Him rearing and him ready. It going to be a cracker. And I'm just sorry, say we as fans we can't be up there. We just, man, Corona just messed way up because we should have been able to be in the stands and let them hear we. And we know Panama would have get it even worse. But we still know we have to put them away. So, final thing, results wise, we expect a 3-0 win. 3-0. We have beat them boy tonight, 5 o'clock people. Stay tuned, put on your gears, come on live, come on social media, make the players them know. Say yo, we still a support no matter what. Make sure we come out 5 o'clock and watch the game properly. Stay inside doing it, protect yourself. But big game today, World Cup qualifier. Worries up in the office. No fans, but we still are going to do it. Jamaican Premier League is reaching fever pitch. It's ready. It's one more round to go. So stay tuned. We have more on that as well. So action continued in the Jamaican Premier League. And I've been very critical about the whole playoff thing. But this playoff thing is just very interesting now because we have teams from first place going to 8th place going into the last game of the preliminary rounds before the playoff rounds actually start. I still vying for a spot in the semi-final. There's only like 2 points I think separating teams from first to 4th. But results wise, Waterhouse spanked Mount Lions 4-1. Cavaliers defeated Portmore United. Of course, you know Portmore United losing their coach Billy Gardner as he migrated over. Vere played out a 0-0 draw with Mount Pleasant. Arnett Gardens was 1-1 with Dumbo Olen. Tivoli Gardens and Umbalaya played out a thriller yesterday, a 4-3 thriller, which meant that Umbalaya losing that game meant that Umbalaya won't be in the playoff any at all. Arnett Gardens also won't be in the playoff, and Mullines won't be in the playoff. So Umbalaya in last position with 6 points. Mullines is also with 6 points, and Arnett Gardens finish with 8 points. We still have a chance to go to 11, but even if 11 won't bring them past 9th place, I think. Yes. So 11th won't bring them past 9th place. So as you can see from the image on the screen, Waterhouse, the last time the league was on, which was stopped due to Corona, Waterhouse was also leading the league. So Waterhouse still out in front in 16 points. Tivoli Gardens, a surprise package on, also on 16 points. Cavaliers there in 15. Vere, Mount Pleasant, 15 points. Dumbo Olen, 14. Cavaliers in 3rd, as I said before. And we also have Harborview, who still have a fighting chance with Dumbo Olen. So those are the teams who can possibly make the playoff. And again, remember the playoff system, people. First 2 of the regular season will make it to the semi-final automatically. 3rd will play 5th or 6th, something like that. But 3rd, 4th, and 5th will do a playoff for themselves, and then they will definitely do a playoff to join. So people, that's how it is. It's so just before we go, we just have to highlight for the Jamaica. One from the soil, you know, Bubba. Don't know Bubba. Rajic Smith over in America there. Give thanks for the support for the Boys Town Youth Program, you know. get some boots and some ball and cone. Big up, brother. Big up for that every time. You know, can't stop tell you thanks enough. Help keep some of the youth them off for the street. So people, this is a big bad show, 2 halves. We're out.